They say a good magician never reveals their secrets. It's a good thing I'm just a body painter. So when I was Googling werewolf images, I came across this piece, and it is called Beware the Moon by Sam Raw08 is what he goes by. I will link his DeviantArt page down below. His artwork is incredible, very talented, and I thought this image would be perfect to try to loosely recreate. So I have actually done this illusion before. I posted it back in 2015 on Instagram, and I did not use a reference photo. Back then I just tried to wing it, and I have learned over the years it is very helpful to have an image to look at so you at least have something to go by, and then you can sort of change and tweak things from there. But I have a before and after photo at the end. It's pretty crazy seeing the difference and how the skill level has changed over time. Now, I love doing illusionary pieces, and I'm always trying to think of ways of how I can use different parts of the body in correlation with the face to try to get them to play off of each other. So that's why throughout this video you see me holding my arm up. What I'm doing is trying to envision where the artwork on my face stops and where it's going to continue on the rest of my arm. That is also why you don't see paint on the lower half of my face, because I knew it was going to be photographed with my arm covering it, so I didn't really see it as necessary. So illusionary pieces are very heavily reliant on certain angles when you take photographs, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend this to be a look that you would go to a party unless you finish the piece on your mouth, because it wouldn't really make sense. And even if you were going to take pictures at the party, you better have a really good photographer, because it's all about matching up the lines, and you'll see exactly what I mean at the end. But for right now, I'm really just adding in all the details of the photograph that you saw. Quick tip, when painting wrinkles, going over it with white on the edges really helps to make it stand out. For example, doing old age makeup, snarling animals, things like that. It really just helps to make the image pop. Okay, setting up the illusion. Here I used a box that I set my arm on, and what I'm doing is imagining where the rest of the snout is going to go. I'm still following the picture, but I'm looking in the mirror, and the best way I can describe it is if you picture a 2D image. Try not to see your arm and face as separate things. Try to picture them together and follow the image in the mirror. You are pretending that the mirror is the camera, so that when you go to take a photo later, you'll know exactly where it's going to line up. And that is what I keep holding my arm up to my nose and lifting it and checking it to see where the lines are connecting. And what I mean by connecting is you will take your brush and slide it across your arm, pick it up, there will be a space in between your arm and your face, and you're just going to keep going until you land on your face. That is going to be the point where the lines will meet on camera, even though they don't actually connect. Those two small lines towards the bottoms of my cheeks on each side, that is a continuation of the muzzle. As for the teeth, I'm only painting them halfway down because I want to give the look that the werewolf is sinking its teeth into the arm. I am doing that for both the upper set of teeth and the lower set of teeth with the bottom of the muzzle. Now, I don't want this fast-forwarding magic trick to fool you. This look took me 2 hours to do. The first time I attempted it, it was a little over 6 hours because I had no idea what I was doing. But these detailed looks can take time. When you see the finished image though, it can be so cool, and for me, that's worth it. Take your time, don't rush it. That means all the difference between a very clear, clean picture and messy lines. Practice, 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 because it is all about the details. To make the arm look crushed, I need the area closest to the mouth to be smaller and slowly go out wider towards the ends. That's why I'm coloring it in with black, because that will disappear when I take the final photo up against a black backdrop. Going back to the teeth, now marking in the edges where they are sinking in. Using a skin-colored palette, I am creating wrinkles where the bite is coming down. I don't have a reference picture from this. I'm just imagining what it might look like if the arm were to be crunched. Using that highlight technique with the white, again, really makes it pop. Ah, good old fake blood. Use a dark, drippy special effects blood to drive home the look and give it a realistic effect right where the teeth meet the skin. Add some to your hand, because, you know, if you're fighting a werewolf, it's not going to be pretty. Okay, using that technique again, drawing in the final jowl lines to connect the muzzle to the face, and then adding in some fur. Continuing the blood from the muzzle up onto your cheeks will make this complete. Alright, here is the final look for the werewolf bite body paint illusion. Here is also a before and after when I first attempted it from October 2015 up until now. I'd say the difference is pretty good, so keep practicing, guys. It pays off with whatever you're doing. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. You can find me at BengalQueen on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.